Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the man with the plan, the man who only shaves twice a year, about as frequently as you've seen the Chicago Bears win a game. This is the man with the longest beard in sports entertainment. He is Kenny, the coach, with Coach's Corner.
Georgia heading to Tuscaloosa to play Alabama. Georgia is favored by 2 points, and the spread is at 48.5. So it's basically a pick'em game. There's a lot of reasons to pick Alabama at home, thinking that they're going to be able to upset Georgia, but I think Georgia's got this one real easy. I think they're going to be able to cover the spread, and I think they're really going to be able to hit the over on this one. So I'll take Georgia 37-20.
Okay, Kenny, I'm glad you started with this one because I'm going to agree with you. I think even though Alabama's at home, we're done with the Nick Saban era. This is a new head coach. He's got to prove a lot, and so beating Georgia would prove, hey, this is why Alabama hired me in the first place. This is why Alabama went out and got me to be their next head coach to succeed. Sorry. So I'm going to give it to Georgia. I don't think Alabama's at that point where Kellen DeBoer can say, hey, I'm the next Nick Saban. I think Georgia comes in, they beat Alabama. I'll say 20-10. I think it'll be a close game.
Why are they so slow?
Yeah, I agree. I don't think Alabama's got the horses for this one just yet. The next game we'll go with Texas is hosting Mississippi State. Texas is favored by 38.5 right now.
Why did you do this one, Kenny? Oh my gosh, why did you put this one on Coach's Corner?
Well, you wanted SEC ball. I'm giving you SEC ball. And the over-under's at 62.5. Listen, Texas is the real deal too. It may or may not be their year. I haven't seen yet if yours is coming back for this one, but I got to give it to Texas. I think them at home, Mississippi State, a shell of itself from what it used to be. Texas wins, covers, they hit the spread. I think they might hit 38 themselves in this one. So I'm going to go Texas 42, Mississippi State 17.
Oh my gosh, Kenny. Okay. This game, this is not the game that we're deciding who wins, okay? But I did give Nate a little history lesson because I talked about this of State when they beat Texas when the Texas was like ranked super high. The head coach at the time, Jackie Sherrill, Texas was ranked 5th in the country. Jackie Sherrill was like just hired, and the reason State won, and this is it, Jackie Sherrill had a bull come to Scott Field in Davis Wade Stadium, and he castrated the bull right in front of the whole football team and said, that's what I want you to do on Saturday. But I feel like the Bulldogs might get neutered at the end of this week. And so this is not because I just saw your score. I think Texas wins 41-17. I like your score, Kenny, because I have just about the same one. So Texas does win. If State can miraculously win, I want Paige to go back and delete all of her comments about Mississippi State on this live stream.
For sure. All right, I've got next one, little Big Ten action for you. Illinois heads to Penn State. Illinois coming off that impressive victory over Nebraska. Penn State still trying to figure out everything. I think they most recently went up against Kent State and demolished them. Penn State's favored by 17.5. The over-under's at 47.5. I think this one's a lot closer of a game. I think something is telling me that Illinois is not as authentic as they appear to be right now. I think that eventually they're going to hit that roadblock, and it's going to be a big roadblock. It might be Penn State. I got them. Penn State Nittany Lions win. I'll say 24-17. It's going to be close, though.
I mean, we just have close scores this game, I guess. I was talking about Luke Altmaier with my buddy earlier. He was like, "Oh, I think Luke Altmaier is a top 12 quarterback in the country," and I was like, maybe. I don't know if I can put him that far. I watched him play last week. He didn't look bad. He looked pretty decent, but I don't think Illinois comes and beats Penn State. I mean, I think the score's gonna be like 27-14. I'm gonna put that out there. I think 27-14 is a better score. Obviously, Penn State, the spread was like 14, right?
17.5.
17.5. So I guess they don't cover the spread. So I'm gonna say 27-14. They only win by 2 possessions. And Luke Allmeyer tries to compete in the Big Ten.
Yeah, I think Altmaier reminds me a lot of Aller, the Penn State quarterback, and so I think it's going to be an interesting matchup between two kind of throwback style quarterbacks, maybe just trying to figure out who they are, what their identity is. But yeah, I think Penn State's going to handle this one pretty well. All right, third game up, actually a Friday night game. Colorado, which I can't believe I keep talking about Colorado, but Colorado heads down to Orlando to play UCF. UCF is favored by 14 points. The over-under is at 65. Coach Prime, I'm sorry. I was a believer. I thought you were the real deal. I thought Colorado was going to change the whole world, but UCF has it right now. I think they win. They win pretty easily, 35-17.
You're gonna do UCF? Are you gonna do Colorado like that? Oh, Colorado's on a high after doing what Shador did against Baylor last week. I mean, look bad against Nebraska. Oh man,
Didn't look great against Colorado State.
No, they didn't. But I'm gonna believe him for this game. Okay, UCF. I honestly don't know much about him. I'm gonna be completely straight up. I don't know much about UCF. I don't. Last I've heard about UCF was John Rice Plumlee was over there. So, and I know he's not there anymore. So, I'm not sure how good they are this year. Kenny, do you have their record for me?
I can pull it
so
up
I can
real
kind of
quick.
gauge it off that because
a lot of people
I don't know
sleep
much
on
about
them.
them.
A lot of people sleep on UCF. Let's see.
I don't know much about UCF to sit here and
They're 3-0 right
confidently
now.
give you
1-0 in conference play. And they have a tough stadium to play at. Like you think it's just, like a little stadium right outside of Disney World or outside of the Kennedy Space Center, but that's a tough place to play in.
Okay. You convinced me. I was going to say close game, and I was going to give it towards the Buffaloes. I'm going to say 24-21 UCF. I think it's close. I after what I saw against Baylor, that Colorado team looked not like a playoff contender or anything, but definitely a contender in this game. So I'm gonna say 24-21 and give it to UCF, but I think it's a closer game than most people realize.
Yeah, I have such high expectations for Colorado just because they seem to be they have a lot of talk behind them, but the actual on-field product, they're not beating the teams that they should be easily handling, right? Like Colorado State should have been a walk in the park. But even last year, it wasn't a walk in the park. That went very close, nail biter. Baylor was a tough game for them to win. I think there was also some shenanigans towards the end of the game that made it a little bit more challenging. And I really thought Nebraska would have been a much closer game, and it wasn't. So, yeah, I have my doubts about Colorado right now. All right, next game is, let's see. All right, next game is Oregon starts Big Ten play finally, and they get to do it against UCLA. So 2 brand new Big Ten schools going up against each other. Oregon heads on the road. They're favored by 25.5, and the the over-under is 55.5. I've seen nothing out of UCLA that's been impressive yet this season, so I'm going to take Oregon winning easily. They've struggled too. There's something going on out in the West Coast. They're struggling a little bit in their new conferences, but Oregon handles this one 42-21.
I don't use Oregon, Kenny. Like they've kind of unimpressed me this season. Like they struggled with Idaho. They almost lost to Boise State. I mean, they beat Oregon State pretty bad. But I don't know if that I can say that continues. I'm not going to say they score more than 40. Obviously, this is a no-brainer who wins. You put a no-brainer game on here. I understand that. UCLA, I don't know if they scored double digits. I'm going to say I want to give them double. I'm just going to be generous. I'm going to say 38-10. Oregon was it was 25.5. Yeah, so Oregon covers the spread.
All right. And then let's see. Last game is Virginia Tech on the road at Miami. Miami's favored by 17.5, and the over-under is at 54.5. I'm actually surprised that Miami's favored by nearly three scores at this point, just because Virginia Tech seems to be getting better and better as the season's going on. So I think this one's a little bit more of a nail biter. I don't think they even hit the over on this one. So I'll actually take Virginia Tech, especially with that spread. I'll take Virginia Tech, but it's going to be very close. I think like 24-21 region.
Ooh, Kenny. Virginia Tech. Did they not lose to Vandy this year?
Yeah, but that's your SEC team.
yeah, but it's like Vanderbilt's like the crustacean of and now State's joining them, but they're like the crustaceans of the SEC. Vandy's been a crustacean, a bottom feeder for so long. I'm not giving this to Virginia
they're there
Tech.
for the baseball. I get it, but
I can't give this one. Like Miami's the ACC front runner, right? So I don't think we can give this to Virginia Tech. I mean, the spread, as you said, was 3 scores. So what, 21 and 21?
It's 17 and a half.
17
so just barely into that 3-score range.
I don't think Virginia Tech has and I could be wrong. Like you could clip this and say, "Oh, Connor, you're wrong this game." I don't think Virginia Tech has a chance after what I've seen. You lose to Vanderbilt. I mean, you lose to Rutgers, like the crustacean of the Big Ten. I mean, I got to give it to Miami. I think Miami walks the dog with. I think they walk the dog. Give me Miami, but give me 45-21, Kenny. Give me a big game. I think Miami walks the dog with this one. They got to.
I don't disagree. Miami can win the game. I just think that 17.5 points is a little disrespectful. I know the blunder against Vanderbilt, but anything can happen on any given Saturday. So I'll definitely take Virginia Tech with that spread. I'm not saying that they'll win outright. I'm not going to pull the Lee Corso routine out, but I think it'll be a little bit closer than everybody thinks.
What do you think about Miami and ACC right now? Do you think they're the ones that win it?
Yeah, I think nobody else is even close in the ACC. Everybody seems to be laying eggs right now. Duke came out very slow, but they had a head coaching change. Florida State's nowhere to be found. Georgia Tech looked pretty decent, but Georgia Tech kind of fades early. So yeah, right now I give it the very early advantage to Miami, and really it should be their conference to lose almost every season, anyways. So it's good to see them back towards the top. No, it really the ACC should be down to just like the Big Ten, right? It should be down to like one of two teams, and really it should be Miami, FSU all the time.
Really, Kenny? You're forgetting one team that's won it the most in the past 10 years.
Well, fuck Clemson, Connor.
So, like, I think it's Clemson's conference to lose. I think it's absolutely Clemson's conference to lose.
It'll be a good matchup if they end up playing in the conference championship. But I think Miami would beat Clemson for sure.
It hasn't been Miami's conference to lose since we were watching 360p on our box TVs back in the early 2000s, Kenny. I mean,
well, and that back then they were actually the Big East back then. They weren't even in
the they were. They weren't even ACC. That's right. So it's like
that was Florida State's conference to lose only back then.
Has it ever been Miami's conference to lose?
Probably not. I think they had a decent run in the mid 2010s, but yeah, other than that.
I'm
so mad at Bill O'Brien because he bailed on Ohio State, but he's doing a good job over in BC too.
I like Boston College. I like what's Castellanos? Yeah, I like him.
Yeah.
I like
it's going
him
to be
a
a shame
lot.
when the ACC implodes like the Pac-12 did last year, because there's some
That's interesting.
there's some good stories coming up through that.
Well, Kenny, I appreciate you letting me be on here for the college part, but I think you
Yeah.
know what time it is to
Oh, for
go
sure.
ahead and round off your little NFL weeks. I got the ticker right there
Nice.
for you. I always make it for you. So I don't know who wants to jump on for NFL.
You already
Yes,
know.
Jackson does. If MJ's here, I'll Sai wants to. I think this might have to be a speed run.
For MJ. MJ's going pee right now. Actually, I
Nice.
just watched him walk out of his room.
Oh, is he coming back?
What place for it?
Is MJ coming back?
Come on, Papa. Puppy. Puppy, you gotta do your job. Come on. Hi, puppy.
This has got to be like the speediest of speed runs, MJ.
Okay,
You guys got 10 minutes.
I will play Bruce. I can get this
Are you
done.
playing Bruce? Okay.
10
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah, but don't yap as much as Bruce. Just
I'm good. All right, Saints, Falcons. Falcons at home. Falcons favored by 2.5.
wait. What about the game tonight?
I don't care about no Cowboys, Giants. Both this teams doo-doo. They both lose.
Cowboys go. They both lose.
Yeah, because whoever wins gets a lower draft pick. So yeah, whoever wins loses.
Giants suck. Cowboys suck even more. Dak Prescott is doo-doo. Joke of an NFL franchise. All right. I couldn't care less about that game. Saints, Falcons. Falcons favored by 2.5 at home. I am going to take the Falcons in a very close game.
Perfect.
I am gonna ride the Derek Carr train. I'm saying I'm taking the Saints.
Boo.
Falcons, I guess.
You
have zero
guessed, Kenny.
I have zero confidence in that pick, but I'm going to take the Falcons. I'm hoping they bring out the throwbacks and they win.
They're bringing
Now,
the red helmets. They're bringing
This
the red
is the
helmets.
Saints game to win. The Saints go into Atlanta, start their season 3-1 in the first 4 weeks, and they beat the Falcons. Next game.
Rams, Bears. Bears favored by 3 at home, which means it's a pick 'em. Bears have a talented quarterback. Or the Rams have a talented quarterback. The
Oh,
Bears
thank you.
don't.
Thank you, MJ.
The Bears don't. The Bears don't. The Bears do not. Bears don't have an O-line. The Bears' skill group is way overvalued. Rams win, blow them out by 2 touchdowns.
Okay. I'm gonna disagree with that entirely, considering who they've gone up against and haven't been blown out yet. I'm gonna say this is a 2-point win for the Bears, 23-21.
Sorry.
Rams all day. No offensive line. Offensive coordinator is terrible. Head coach is terrible. It's time to start firing people in that front office. I hope the Rams demolish the Bears just for that.
Rams win. Next game.
All right. We got Vikings at Packers. Spread right now, we got Green Bay is favored by 3.
You don't have to do the spread. We got to speed run it.
All right, then Vikings,
Who's your pick?
Packers. Packers win, Packers cover. Sam Darnold is about to go through the gulag next.
As much as this pains me, I believe Jordan Love is coming back. And honestly, I give them a puncher's chance, even with Malik Willis. And how well that Packers defense is playing. Give me the Packers, but in another tight one.
Gotta be MJ.
I'll take the Vikings. Sure. I got nothing to say about it. Vikings win.
That's fine. Next.
If Malik Willis is in, Vikings win. If Jordan Love's in, Packers win. But I'm going with the Vikings. Sam Darnold MVP candidate. Next game.
Steelers, Colts. Steelers favored by 1.5. It's a pick. I like the underdog story. I like the Colts at home. They win by a field goal.
Screw them Colts. Justin Fields winning this football game.
Oh, I said Packers.
Yeah, MJ.
Yes.
Packers.
I'm going with the Steelers too. As good as the Bears defense is and how bad they made Anthony Richardson look, TJ Watt is going to put Anthony Richardson in hell this week. Give me the Steelers. Give me the Steelers by 10.
Steelers by 2 scores. Justin Fields is going to keep proving everybody wrong.
There he is.
That's what he does, Kenny. That's what he does. Justin Fields, the ex-Bears, Chicago Bears starting quarterback, the one the Chicago Bears fans wish they still had, is going to trounce the
no
Colts.
yapping.
They're going to win by
Okay.
17. Steelers win this game. Next game.
What happened to not yapping?
Broncos, Jets in the Meadowlands. Jets favored by 7.5. Aaron Rodgers, good. Bo Nix, very much not good. Jets win by 2 tutties.
I'm gonna hop on, especially with the Jets at home.
He's gonna what?
I said I'm hopping on the bandwagon. Was that-
You said I'm gonna hop
You
on.
said you're gonna hop on. You left it at that.
Okay.
What are you
Whatever.
hopping on, Jack?
You know what I meant.
On, good sir.
Broncos had their one good game, and they will now go back to sucking. Give me the honestly, screw it. Give me the Jets by 3 touchdowns.
What?
He really is
Wow.
hopping on Aaron Rodgers. Oh my goodness.
We are.
This is a game I could care less about. Jets, just because they're home and have better uniforms.
I was going to say Jackson and I were going to hop up on the Virgin Airlines together and pick the Jets, but he flipped his commitment. Let me go Jets on this one. Next game.
All right. Eagles, Buccaneers. Who knows if this game is actually going to be played?
Oh, that's right.
Philly favored by 2 in Tampa. This is chaos for everybody involved.
Call the line if you've been on this game. I repeat, call the line if you've been on
Call the line. Say it to me, Jack.
this game. Timmy Gaffney, boy.
I guess
Call the line.
this is not my official call the line game, but I would say Eagles.
This is my call the line
I
game.
think. Yeah, give me Eagles. I think they're still the better team.
This is my call the line game.
I think the Bucks are going to be hungry to avenge their embarrassing performance against the Broncos. Give me the Bucks by a touchdown. Nick Sirianni's a fraud.
Whoa.
Wow. I'll take the Bucks, but only by like 3 points.
So Kenny is betting on Baker Mayfield. Got you.
Next.
Purely emotional pick. Give me the Eagles. I want them to trounce the Buccaneers by 4 scores. Next game.
Bengals, Panthers. Bengals favored by 4.5 on the road. I swear on everything that is good and right in this world. If the Bengals somehow lose this game, I will send Joe Burrow into the heavens. I swear. Yeah, Bengals win. Bengals covered.
I'm calling this now. I'm going to be the bold one. Give me the Red Rifle in a revenge game. 28-21 Panthers.
It'll be so funny if he gets Zach Taylor fired.
There's no rhyme or reason to ever pick the Panthers right now, but the Bengals have been so bad, you almost become tempted. But I guess I'll go Bengals just because I believe in Joe Burrow still.
Red Rocket legacy game. Andy Dalton beats his old team. Panthers lose. Emotional pick. Next game.
Wait, what?
Jaguars, Texans. This isn't going to be
I
close.
meant Bengals lose. Sorry.
Texans at
Panthers
home, favored by 6. I think Texans trounce the Jaguars. I think it's still Doug Peterson, yeah?
Correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
Doug Peterson
For
is
now.
now no longer the coach after this game.
Not for long.
I like that.
Yeah, give me the Texans. They are going to be much like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, wanting to avenge their embarrassing performance at home. Give me the Texans by 17.
Yeah, I'm still drinking the Texans Kool-Aid, so I'll take the Texans in this one easily.
Texas win. Next game.
Size being loud in my living room. Commanders, Cardinals. Cardinals favored by 3.5 at home. So basically a pick 'em. Give me the Cardinals in a very close game, probably by a field goal.
It's not my fault your TV's loud.
Um,
Sorry, guys. I turned on the Thursday night game.
You know what? I'm actually, as much as I have been kind of shitting on him a little bit, not too much. Give me Cliff Kingsbury in a revenge game. Give me the Commanders by 2.
Ooh.
Marvin Harrison Jr. scores 3 touchdowns. Cardinals win.
Get it.
Cliff Kingsbury's a revenge game going back against his old team. My glorious savior and offensive rookie of the year, Jaden Daniels, leads the Commanders to a victory in this one. Commanders win. Next game.
Patriots, 49ers. 49ers favored by 10 at home. That spread is too small. Give me 49ers by 20. The Patriots are going to run crying to their little mamas after this game is over.
I'm doing this for earlier for Jack, left hand up. But for
Flip it,
this
yeah.
one, I'm gonna double what MJ said. Give me the Niners by 40. Like
To be
Nick
clear,
Bosa,
Jack,
Nick Bosa is going to be licking his chops with Jacoby Brissett back there. If you know, you
Whoa!
know.
Whoa!
How do you follow that up? He's right. So yeah, 49ers by I guess I'll take 30 then. I'll meet you guys in the middle on that one. But yeah, Nick Bosa is going to demolish that Patriots offensive line.
49ers by 49. Next game.
Whoa, 49ers by 49. Browns Raiders. This is my call the line game of the week. Why
are they calling the line?
they're literally calling
Hey,
the
MJ.
line. Browns
They're
win.
calling the hotline.
Raiders win and cover.
You're the hotline, MJ.
The hotline. He's busy.
Give me the Raiders over the nasty man. Let Gardner Minshew throw for 3 touchdowns.
Raiders all day.
All right,
Minshew Mania.
Minshew
Raiders. Scott Sy, quit skipping me.
My
Next
bad. Okay. Chiefs, Chargers. Chargers at home. Casey's only favored by 7. Let's give me Jimmy Harbaugh and Jay Herbo. Chargers win.
Justin Herbert's injured. Taylor Heineke starting.
Is that
I
confirmed
withdraw
that he's
my
starting?
pick. I withdraw my pick.
It's like 90%. Yes.
Okay.
I thought he was leaning towards playing. I withdraw my
Okay.
pick. Chiefs win, Chiefs cover.
Okay. I was going to pick the Chiefs anyway, but I'm definitely picking the Chiefs now. I think they're going to keep it a lot closer, especially with how the Chiefs have been playing. Give me the Chiefs, but the Chargers cover.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs have this one pretty easily. The only thing that the Chargers have going for them is that it's at their stadium, but even that they usually fill with visiting fans. So Chiefs, I'll take the Chiefs by 2 scores.
Chiefs by 3 scores.
Give me a Chiefs in another game that's going to be determined by the rest. Next game.
Dear goodness, Mr. Scripted. Bills Ravens. Ravens get doo-dooed on at home. They're favored by 2.5. Give me Bills by 2 tutties.
I'm also going to go Bills, but in karmic justice, it's going to be a last-second touchdown by Dalton Kincaid in the back of the end zone where his foot will not be out of bounds.
That's funny.
Yep, exactly. I agree 100% with Jackson on that one. So Bills, last second score.
Bills win. Josh Allen, best QB in NFL. Next game.
Titans Dolphins. This is my bonus call the line game. Like for real. Look me dead in the eyes. Please call the line. Please. Like I will dial for you. If you're betting on Will Levis versus Tim Boyle or whoever they trot out there, please call the line. I'm not even making a pick because I have no cognitive idea of how this is going to go. Like bad versus worse versus horrible, hurricanes. Like what?
I vote that both these teams get swept away in the hurricane and this game doesn't get played. But since it'll probably have to be, I'm going to go with the Titans to get their first win. They had that crazy comeback last year in Miami. I think they keep up with the magic there.
I have an unhealthy hatred for Levis, so I'm going to take the Dolphins on this one.
Both these teams are doo-doo. Give me a tie. Next game.
Oh, hell yeah. The good Monday night game, I don't know why they scheduled the other one. Seahawks, Lions. Lions at home, favored by 3.5. Both these quarterbacks are mid and not good. I think give me the Seahawks. I don't think the Lions are as good. Sorry, Kenny. I know you like Dan Campbell. Give me the Seahawks close game. Maybe 3-5 points.
All right. I'm going to actually go with the Lions simply for the fact they are at home. I don't remember how well the Seahawks has done on the road so far this year. I don't know if they've only played 1 or 2 games on the road, but I like the Lions to rebound again this week and improve to 3-1.
The Seahawks are undefeated, right?
Yes, they're 3-0.
Okay, so they've done perfect on the road.
Well, how many?
If they've
Well, I
played a
know.
road
Oh,
game.
that's true. That's true. I'm tired.
Oh yeah.
So Dan Campbell had to fight to get those black uniforms back, and they're bringing them back for Monday Night Football. So the Lions at home in black unis, Lions all day. Lions by 3 scores.
I agree, Kenny. They're gonna be biting on the kneecaps. Get their first win of the season. Lions win.
Their first win of the season. They're 2-1.
Oh, sorry. They win.